A Baloch activist driven away from her home by the Pakistan Army is found dead in Canada, but Canadian police is treating it as a non-criminal case because they apparently find nothing suspicious. Does it add up? Let's explore. Canada wears multiculturalism on its hat. Foreign-born people make up for 1/5 of Canada's population. The country takes pride in welcoming immigrants. It also rolls out red carpet for extremists. You may ask why, and we'll tell you the answer is appeasement. Pakistanis, for instance, are the 5th largest group of immigrants in Canada, more than 155,000 to put it in numbers. The ruling party wants these votes, so it provides refuge to even extremists from Pakistan. Now, we're not suggesting that all Pakistanis are extremists, but Canada has been under the scanner for becoming a safe haven for terrorists and extremists, including those from Pakistan. Karima Baloch raised her voice against this. She asked why the Pakistan Army that persecuted the Baloch was finding asylum in Canada. Well, now she's dead, and Canada is investigating her death as a non-criminal case. What explains this? This activist was receiving threats. Why is Canada discounting that? The Trudeau government has repeatedly been called out for its appeasement politics. It is not just interfering with the country's justice system now, it has also become a part of its public and foreign policies. A convicted terrorist was part of Trudeau's entourage when he visited India in 2018. His name was Jaspal Atwal, a Khalistani separatist, a convicted assassin. He tried assassinating an Indian minister in Canada in 1986. Some 30 years later, Jaspal Atwal flies down to India along with Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. How does that even happen? How did a Khalistani separatist and a convicted criminal find his way into Trudeau's inner circle, let alone accompany him to India? There are no official answers to these questions. But if photos could speak, this one would tell you that Justin Trudeau and Atwal go a long way. Atwal is just one of the many extremists you would spot at a soiree in Canada. This country has become the headquarters for Khalistani terrorists. The question again is why, and the answer again is appeasement. By harboring Khalistani separatists, Trudeau is trying to appease to Canada's powerful Sikh community. Do not forget, he has 10 Sikh MPs in his cabinet. A Global News article says that Canada has a secret program that allows it to harbor terrorists. In April 2015, Canada granted visa to a man called Khalid Saber Abdul Hamid Zo. He was a high-ranking member of Egypt's military when it orchestrated a coup against President Mohamed Morsi. This was in 2013. Now, the report claims that Canadian security officials had initially refused a visa to this man. They cited national security concerns. Soon, that decision was overruled. You may ask why, and I'll tell you what the report says, and I'm quoting, Canada allows certain high-profile foreign nationals who would otherwise be barred from entering the country due to national security concerns, war crimes, human rights violations, and organized crimes. The report says criminals are granted public policy entry visas as long as they serve Canada's national interests. Now, WION has not been able to independently verify this, but what national interest do you think an Egyptian extremist can serve? Canada has more than 73,000 immigrants from Egypt. There, the national interest. Canada's tryst with extremists is not new. For the longest time, it failed to designate the LTTE, the Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam, as a terrorist group. Little has been done to stop terror fundraising in Canada. Can Canada open doors to extremists and expect them to maintain peace? A 2018 report on terrorism listed Sikh extremists as one of the 5 terror threats to Canada. What did the Trudeau government do about it? Well, he removed the reference. Do you know why? Because pro-Khalistani groups were not happy with it. Canada's vote bank politics has become a threat to global peace. From Europe to West Asia and Asia, countries today are joining forces to counter terrorism. Canada has 2 options. It can either mend its ways or be isolated. Thank you for watching Gravitas on WION's YouTube channel. If you want to stay up to date with what's happening around the world, then subscribe to our channel and don't forget to like and share. Thank you very much for watching WION. World is One.